Good morning to you all. My name is Rahmatunnisa. Today I'm going to say about JavaScript. JavaScript is a high level interpreted programming language that is commonly used for building interactive websites and applications. It is an essential part of modern web development and works alongside with HTML and CSS. Firstly, to learn about JavaScript, we can see first variables. Variables in JavaScript. They are used to store data values that can be manipulated and retrieved through the program. Types of variables are var, let, and constant. Var is function scoped and can be redeclared and updated. Let is block scoped and cannot be redeclared in the same block but can be updated. Constant keyword is block scoped and cannot be updated or redeclared. We can see here the syntax of var, let, and constant. Here is the example for it. The second one is arrays in JavaScript. Here, array is a collection of elements stored in a single variable. Arrays store multiple values in a list format and each value can be accessed using index, starting from 0. Here, 2, 16, 24, 32, 4 are array elements. They are stored according to their index. The syntax of array is let array name and the elements to be stored. Common array methods are push to add an element, pop to remove the last element, shift to remove the first element, unshift to add an element in the beginning. Examples of push, pop are here. Third one is functions. Functions are blocks of reusable code that can be executed when called. Here, these helps in organizing the data into modular and maintainable sections. The syntax of function is we should add function keyword between the function name and the parameters and the code to be executed. Here is the example for a function greet. Here we are adding hello and name together. Down by using console.log, we are calling the function greet to print hello and John. Arrow function. Arrow function can be declared by using the constant keyword before the function name and the name in the arrows. Objects in JavaScript. Objects are collection of properties and methods. A property is a key value pair and a method is a function stored as a property. Objects can represent real world entities like a person, car, and a product. Syntax for object is let object name and the key 1, key 2. Method 1 function and the code to be executed. Here is the detailed example of objects. Here car is an object and its properties are brand, model, and the manufactured year. So the function of property is console.log car started. Here we are printing car started in this function. To call this, we are using car.brand to call the properties. Next one, types of loops in JavaScript. Loops allow you to repeat a block of code multiple times until the condition is met or over a collection of data. There are many types of loops: while loop, for loop, do while loop, for in statement, for of loop, infinite loop. Firstly, we can see for loop. For loop runs a block of code a certain number of times based on initialization condition and increment. Here the syntax of for loop is given. For initialization condition increment. The example is here let I is equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus. I is printed up to the condition 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, while loop. The while loop executes a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. Here it checks the condition before the entering into the block and then the code is executed until it is wrong. Here is the example for while loop. But unlike do while loop, it is similar to while loop, but it will always execute the block of code at least once before checking the condition. Here it will execute the code and checks the condition at the end of the block. If it is wrong, then it moves out of the block. Here is the example for do while loop. Here the code is executed, I is equal to 1 is executed once. For each loop. For each loop methods executes a provided function once for each array movement. Syntax is array dot for each function current value index array and the code to be executed. Here is the example for each function. To conclude, Java is a versatile programming language used widely for web development. Understanding the fundamentals such as variables, arrays, functions, objects, and loops. It is a key to mastering JavaScript and writing efficient code. Hope you understand. Thank you.